Hello guys, it's Chum with another type of Beyblade unboxing. It's finally here, Wind Night, so I have been waiting for this. So the reason this video has not come out yet is because I ordered this day one. I ordered this right when it came out. I was ready to get it, and it just never showed up. It took a while for the seller to send it out. I'm not really gonna blame them for it. And then after that, well, actually, let me show the stickers first. It took them a little while to send it out, but once it was sent out, it just there were 2 days of updates and then nothing, and then it just was gone, and then finally got an update, and it's been over a month, and I finally it just got delivered today. So that's what's been happening with this bay. That's why I have not unboxed it yet, because it just didn't want to show up, and that's really all there is to it, honestly. It just refused to show up. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the driver first, because I feel like it's probably the least interesting, and just in general, let's be honest, it's the worst part here, by far. Hopefully this is Wind Night. Imagine if I bought this, and it just wasn't Wind Night, there was a sticker error or something. I waited a month and a half, that'd suck. Anyway. Go ahead, and if scissors, you could do better than that, right? Maybe not, I don't know. There we go, that's the correct driver. So here's the bounce driver, and I want to talk about this a little bit. Okay, bounce. So this is our new part. It is a new driver, normal spring. So you do have this sort of ring here. I guess if you were to fall over, you think this could maybe help for LED or something. It's a little bit too high up. That's just kind of the problem with this driver. It's just too high up in general. This is too tall. This, if it hits this, it doesn't really help with LED. It just falls over and dies because it's just too far up. This is too sharp. It's just too tall. It has this weird spring thing here too. This driver just does not work. Can I complain too much about it though? No, because it is a new part. And they don't make new drivers as much anymore, so they did, but at the same time, it's terrible. It's worse than Just, and Just was terrible. I don't know what to do with this driver. It's just not. It's just not very good. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the disc. That's the main problem with this bay. It's just the driver. I know people probably. At least some people might judge the stock combo on this thing as terrible, but it's really, it's not, the best thing ever, but, really, if you swap out the driver, it's, well, okay, no, it's pretty bad, but, it's the driver. If you swap out the driver, it's not, the best thing ever, but it's, pretty solid, for a stock combo, especially. Here's the moon disc. Moon disc. Yeah. Looking really cool. It's a BU lock disc. You got the tabs there. The yellow plastic on the outside. Very similar to Expand, the frame that the original Air Knight had. So, yeah. And then, of course, there is the layer. Let me just try it out. There we go. Okay. That is a large layer. Alright. Go ahead and take this apart really quick. Oh, that's a thing. Okay. 6 armor. Not the armor I would have chosen for this bay, honestly, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. Could have been 7 or something. That would have really sucked. But it's 6. Next up, the Night Core. Didn't know we were in 2010. Here it is. So it looks pretty nice. You have 4 sets of BU locks. You kind of see on the... Yeah, there's 4, right? Just going down here. Both sides as well. And then the teeth, you can kind of see that they move. Yeah, so the gimmick of this core for Knight is it has a spring, but it's like a vertical bound thing, kind of like a Deep Chaos gimmick in here, which is really cool actually. I like that a lot. So pretty nice, honestly. All right, then we have the Wind Blade. So this is a pretty large blade. Yeah. Believe this is upper force mode right here. I really hope I'm not getting these backwards. I don't think I am. The red is the upper force mode, I believe. Look at the box, actually. Or is this... Oh, this is down force mode. Should be. Or, I don't... I should probably look at this, actually. Let me make sure. Alright, I think this is upper force mode. Okay. Again, I really hope I'm not getting these backwards. But I think this is upper force mode with the red showing. Then to change the modes, where the thing go? There it is. This part here, you pull it down like that, then you could shift the modes once it's over all the way, push it back in. Now we're in downforce mode. I wish there's a little bit better explanations for this, but anyway. Put it back into down force, or upper force, so whatever the plastic, this mode. This is the better mode apparently, so I'll keep it in this. Yeah. I'll show you guys what the high mode looks like real quick, just to get that out of the way. Before we get into some of the other more interesting stuff. Looks like this. Not bad. I think the silver here in the metal works pretty well. So before I do anything else, I'm actually going to go ahead and weigh this. My lighting does not like the scale though, so I'll have to read it out. The bounce driver is only 6.66 grams. Okay, not too heavy. The moon disc, 31.49. Pretty normal. 6 armor, 13.26. Alright. The wind blade, curious about this one. 13.21. Actually not as heavy as I expected, but not bad. And then the Knight core is 7.59, so yeah. Let me just stack everything on top of each other, as I normally do for these types of videos, to get a final weight. 72.24, so it's not the heaviest bay, it's not like overly light, but it's not that heavy, it's kind of light-ish. Kind of makes sense for a bay like this, though, I would say. But, yeah, let me refocus this, actually. Okay. Actually, this is the wrong way. This is the correct way, I believe. Should be. If I could get the thing. No, you don't want to. There you go. Now we have the layer in low mode. That's looking pretty nice, not gonna lie. Wind Knight. So I'm gonna go and grab the disc, if I could hold the bay. The disc, the driver. Yeah, sorry, I'm not like 100% feeling the best today. I just want to make this video because I've been waiting forever. So I'm a little bit off in that regard, but anyway. Yeah, the BU locks are definitely helping this thing quite a bit, I think. I can feel the clicks. They're not bad, but they're not crazy, but like the BU locks I could feel are just like really helping this thing out a lot. Anyway, here's the full combo. Wind Knight, Moon Bounce 6. Is the Moon Bounce thing like a Usagi reference or something? I think it's Usagi? Maybe. I don't know a ton about that stuff. It's like a Japanese mythology thing. Maybe. Anyway. So here's the bay. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Again, I wish this driver was better, but you know, it is what it is. And you can kind of just move the pay like this. This looks very unnatural to do. This is how the core gimmick works. It is very strange, but also kind of cool. I like the vertical thing idea. So this comes from Deep Chaos. Deep Chaos had the outer part of the layer like this, where it was vertically bound. Like, you know, also in Beyblade vs. God Valkyrie had the horizontal thing where like part of the wings were bound. And now in DV, we had Savior Valkyrie as well as the Gatling Dragon, where the core was bound, so the entire layer was horizontally bound. And they did the same idea here with taking Deep Chaos' gimmick into Wind Knight to make the vertical bound to where the entire layer is like that, which makes it look very strange, but it's interesting to see nonetheless. Very, very cool bay. Let me go ahead and compare it to another evolution. The one other evolution it's had. Air Knight. Air Knight and Wind Knight. They're pretty similar looking in shape and whatnot. They did switch to a front-facing core rather than this side-facing. And yeah, this had a much, you know, different sort of pattern here. This is, you know, more filled in. See what I mean by the expand frame looking similar. Of course, got the green driver. This one is Eternal. The white here, this one's just green. Yeah, I mean, they're very similar, but they're still pretty different, at least. It's something nice. Yeah, overall, I think Wind Knight, it's a really weird debate. I gotta say, this is probably one of the evolutions I would not have seen coming. I would have really expected a Zeus over this. I kind of would have preferred Zeus. But, yeah, they did Wind Knight. It was part of the election, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Still hoping for a part 3 of DB, so we get some of the other bays that we missed out on. I don't know if that'll happen, though, but would be nice to see, because Wind Knight was a weird pick. I get it, they wanted the stamina type. It'd make a lot of sense if they were saving Zeus as well for a part 3 to kind of help carry the year, but I'm not sure if they're going to do that or not. Maybe they just decided to evolve Knight for no reason. That said, I fully expected this bay to just be a reused disc, probably tapered, you know, reused armor. I don't know if I would have said 6, but just a reused armor, maybe like 3 or something. Driver, I thought maybe they'd give this thing like a green High Eternal. I thought this video was going to be very uninteresting. I thought the blade was just going to be big. I thought there was going to be no core gimmick, but no, they proved me wrong. They gave the core BU locks, a vertical bound. The blade is big, but even gave it some kind of like modes, which I will say, I don't know how effective these modes are for battle. I think it's a pretty marginal difference, but upper force mode will give it a little bit of extra stamina. However, it will kind of keep the bay, I guess it's less defense, while down force pushes it more towards the stadium, which does lower its stamina a bit, but it will supposedly help with defense. It's a pretty small difference, but I guess upper force is probably better because, you know, you get a little bit more stamina. The defense out, I don't think is too great regardless, so I guess you'd want all the stamina you can. So yeah, the Wind Blade, they at least gave it something. The Moon Disc, a brand new disc, and it's a BU lock disc, which we've only seen so far with Zyhood Excalibur, which is the big B200 starter, which, yeah, I wouldn't have never expected a second one to be on Knight of all things. And while Bounce isn't a good driver, it's a new driver. They decided to give this thing a new driver, so yeah. They definitely gave this thing a lot of attention, which I'm very surprised about when you see something else like Gatling Dragon, a protagonist bay, only get a new core, a new blade, a new driver variant, and then a reused disc and armor. This thing got way more attention than it, so very interesting bay. I do like it a lot. Again, I wish this driver was better, but again, it's whatever. It's at least something new, I guess, at the very least, so yeah. Very strange release. Took way too long for this thing to get here, but I have it now. Videos going up as soon as possible. I think I'm recording this. Well, I am recording this on the 19th. This video should be going up the 20th at 5 a.m. as always. So, yeah, that is Wind Knight. That was everything I had to say about it. It's a pretty neat bay, but it's not like the craziest thing ever. Not the evolution I would have chosen either, but like, they did a good job, so I can't complain too much about that. So, that's pretty nice. So anyways, Yeah, that's all for this video. We'll come back again for the Versus set whenever that comes out. I believe it's November 12th, so I will be back for that. But anyways, that's all for now. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.